Viacom shares are rallying today despite a flurry of legal shots that have been fired between CEO Philippe Dauman and the company's founder and former chairman Sumner Redstone. So it's just the latest installment in a soap opera we are calling Redstone and the Restless. Yes, it is Hollywood's favorite new show starring Sumner Redstone, a once revered media titan who's now been reduced to a punchline involving sex and steak. At the heart of the drama is Philippe Dauman, who, despite his French-sounding name, was actually born and raised in New York, and just a couple months ago was Redstone's healthcare agent. The show includes the ladies of his life, his estranged daughter Sherry, who now appears to be calling the shots, as well as Redstone's former companion, Manuela Herzer. But shareholders are finding the saga less entertaining and instead have a very simple question to ask. What the heck is going on with my money? Joining us with some answers, Brian Weiser, Pivotal Research. He's got a buy rating on the stock, a $50 price target. Brian, great to have you with us. It's a toxic situation, but you still like the stock. Explain that to me.
Well, you know, and by the way, I didn't say I had the answers. I can paint scenarios. An important distinction.
Okay, so what scenario should shareholders want? What should they be rooting for?
At some point in time, the business is either improved or it gets sold. Those are the most likely outcomes. But the reason why this is toxic is you don't know how long you're going to have to wait. And there is risk that in the meantime, the company gets effectively burned to the ground. So that's probably not going to happen, but that's a bit of a risk. Now, I've been of the view that, although I understand most of Wall Street is not a fan of Philippe Dauman, that the company probably wouldn't have been in a very different position under almost any other management. You could argue they've actually been pretty disciplined in terms of not making wasteful investments in a lot of places that other companies did. And the concerns about younger audiences changing the media consumption, absolutely true. But Viacom dominates traditional media consumption among younger audiences and has an incredibly important place with music and all sorts of other subgenres. So to the extent that that position is really unrivaled, if you believe they can at least hold on for however long this process takes to work itself through, and by that I mean it could be years, then you'll see upside. But the problem is that most institutional investors who are my clients, they get judged on a quarterly, if not annual basis. And that's really hard for a lot of people to stomach.